Reading from the Gospel of Matthew, chapter 18. Peter approached Jesus and asked him, Lord, if my brother sins against me, how often must I forgive him? Many as 7 times? Jesus answered, I say to you, not 7 times, but 77 times. That is why the kingdom of heaven may be likened to a king who decided to settle accounts with his servants. When he began accounting, the debtor was brought before him who owed him a huge amount. Since he had no way of paying it back, the master ordered him to be sold, along with his wife, his children, and all his property in payment of the debt. At that the servant fell down, did him homage, and said, Be patient with me, and I will pay you back in full. Moved with compassion, the master of that servant let him go and forgave him the loan. When that servant had left, he found one of his fellow servants who owed him a much smaller amount. He seized him and started to choke him, demanding, Pay back what you owe. Falling to his knees, his fellow servant begged him, Be patient with me, and I will pay you back. But he refused. Instead, he had this fellow servant put in prison until he paid back the debt. Let me stop there. One of the most reoccurring themes in Jesus' preaching and throughout the New Testament is forgiving. Forgive. Even when he teaches on prayer, even when he teaches the Lord's Prayer, is how we forgive. Forgiving is the key. Forgiving others, because we all have been hurt. All have been treated unfairly. All has been treated unjustly. At the same time, we have hurt others. We have probably been unfair to others. We may not think that. We may put a good view of what we have done. We pardon ourselves, but we have hurt others. All right? So forgive. And I was just reading this little quote by St. John Vianney. He said, Saints have no hatred, no bitterness. They forgive everything. Saints have no hatred or bitterness. They forgive everything. Now, maybe you don't have hatred, and I can't say I have hatred, but bitterness, perhaps. Get a little bitter, get a little angry, resentful. Got to let go of it. For the saints forgive everything. And I've been thinking about those words and just, felt a little slighted and a little annoyed. And I said, Tommy, get rid of it. Get rid of that bitterness. Don't let it fester. Don't let it grow. Don't put it in your heart. Get rid of it. Just move on, move on, move on. For one thing, just remember how you messed up, how God has forgiven you. And God forgive you, then we must forgive others. So please, take those words what Jesus said about forgiving, but even John Vianney's saints. He said, well, I'm not a saint, but we should strive to be a saint. Remember, saints have no hatred, no bitterness, and they forgive not most things, not a lot of things. They forgive everything. So may we. God bless you.